You've probably heard the word trademark, but you might not know how even a trademark might help your small company. Should you think about getting a trademark, and how can you begin? You must consider your company's trademark rights, if you haven't thought about it yet. If you've been ignoring this part of your business, you should think about it now. It is simple to safeguard a trademark. Trademarks and copyrights and patents are considered intellectual property. Intellectual property rights can be a fuzzy and hard to understand subject of law and business. Logos, symbols, and branding can be all protected by trademarks. Copyrights protect creative efforts, while patent rights protect inventions and new ideas. Trademark protection can be given to a company's name, symbols, logos, audio, and even color schemes associated with a particular brand. Think about the purple wrapping for Cadbury brand. That purple color is trademarked. Now think about how Apple computers have a bite mark on the fruit. That is a registered trademark sign. The purple color and the Apple logo make it easy for customers to recognize the brand and the item. After 10 years, you'll have to refresh your trademark. Okay, should you get a trademark for your small company? Some people who own small businesses think trademarking is only for big brands, but it's equally crucial for small companies as it is for big ones to safeguard their extra effort and brand image. Smaller companies are most likely to trademark their brand logos because they're easy to spot and remember. But then you can trademark audio, text, signs, and wrapping. Trademark evaluation is done on a particular circumstance basis, so if you need to know if a portion of your brand image is good enough to be a trademark, you can ask a small company intellectual property lawyer. So why should you consider trademarking your brand or product? Trademark registration can prove that you legally own your brand. Registration is usually the way to get rights to a trademark. In certain countries, you can get limited trademark protection relying on how the trademark is used. But in the majority of countries, this is impossible or very hard. As a rule of thumb, if you want to own your brand legally, you have to register your trademark. If you don't register your trademark, someone from a different country could register a similar name. Getting a trademark is an essential procedure for safeguarding the individuality of your brand. It will prevent rivals from stealing your clients by copying your brand. It may also safeguard you if the people copying you do something that hurts your reputation. Most fights don't happen on purpose. Nearly every day, more than 15,000 trademark requests are filed. Most likely you're not the only person considering a specific name. If someone registers a name similar to yours in a country that is essential to you, it could cause you a lot of trouble and cost you a significant amount of money. When you register your trademark, other businesses may find out that you own it and consider that. Registering your trademark makes it less likely that someone will break your rights. Trademarks are a type of intellectual property that doesn't cost too much. Registering your trademarks can save you finances in case of disputes. Whether anyone accuses you of violation or you blame someone else for doing so, if someone breaks your rights, it doesn't count who is the winner in the end. It will cost funds and other resources from both sides. In a lot of countries, especially in Asia, your partner companies will want to make sure that your trademark is secured. What for? They also spend money, time, and assets and risk their reputations to introduce your goods to customers and clients in their own countries. If you haven't secured your trademark, it could also be copied or stolen in their own country. If you don't safeguard your trademark, you're telling your local partner that you don't care about having their back. So when you safeguard your trademark, you also protect the interests of your local partners, which can help you find much better partners. Having a trademark registration makes your brand more valuable. ISO standard 10668-2010 says that registered trademarks are one of the 3 things that add to the actual worth of your brand. It's tough to take a business seriously that doesn't safeguard its assets in building a brand and commercial identity. Trademarks show where a business comes from. How can a company be taken seriously if it doesn't take responsibility for its own brand? Customers will know that an item and its advertising origin are essential enough to safeguard if the registration sign can be used on it. The registration symbol lets people know that the entrepreneur of the brand considers the good or service and doesn't want other companies to take advantage of its good name. The registered symbol gives people more confidence. For licensing to work, trademark protection is a must. Licensing isn't just for big companies with offices all over the world. Some small business owners don't trademark since they believe the procedure is too hard to understand. In reality, getting a trademark is pretty straightforward. Now you know about the importance of trademarks. Let's move on to the steps of registering a trademark. Number 1, make sure the trademark isn't already taken. Suppose you've got a novel concept for a title for your company or products. In that case, it's a better moment to do a market analysis and see if that name has previously been registered. You can search your possible trademark in online databases kept by the governments of the countries where you do business. Begin in your native country. Don't neglect to check the database for every state where you do business. For the United States, you can check the Patent and Trademark Office of the United States. Use quotation marks to find an excellent match for your trademark word and look up for all the words in the phrase if there is more than one. The quotation marks will make sure you provide exact matches for your search, so you don't have to sift through a lot of results that don't have much to do with it. Although if results come up for the trademark terms you've selected, that doesn't say they're out of the running right away. In the US, trademarks are rooted upon use, so if it isn't used, even though it has been registered, you could be eligible to use a trademark lawyer to confront the registration and assert the name for your company. If you find an output for a word you would really like to trademark, we suggest you do more research. For instance, a person may have registered a trademark but left the business. When you're done searching the databases, use the same search terms on Google to see what comes up. If the trademark database gives you results, you know you'll get hits on Google, but you'd like to know how often and how active they seem. Perhaps if you only find a few results, you should check to see if anything has changed on those sites. Lastly, ensure that you look on social networks to see if the trademark you're thinking about is being used. If you don't find something new, that would be another symbol you should keep looking for. If you discover that nobody else is using a word, phrase, or title, that's a good sign that it might be accessible, and you're prepared to register it as a trademark. Number 2, make a trademark official. When you're prepared to register a trademark officially, you should talk to a lawyer who can give you details about your company. Once you spend the time and money to apply for trademark registration, you might want to collaborate with them to ultimately examine what else is available to you. Just a certified lawyer could give you great advice and say, yeah, sure, go ahead and use your trademark, or let's register it. Registering your mark may also be complicated and technological, so it fits the bill of a task that is better left to a professional. Keep in mind that the method for applying to register a trademark will be different in each country. Talk to an expert who knows the rules for your area. Number 3, take care of your brand. To safeguard your trademark, you must always use the right trademark identifiers and take measures if someone else uses your trademark without your permission. You possibly noticed trademark symbols before, but it's simple to overlook them till you desire to employ them yourself. You can begin using trademark symbols on any logo or name you think is a trademark, and make sure you've done all the necessary research to make absolutely sure you're not stealing someone else's mark. You can begin using the trademark symbol once your trademark is registered. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.